living in the gutter, spitting in the gutter. If you're looking for me, I'll tell you where I'll be, living in the gutter.
Yo, we back at it like crack addicts. Phone these hoes like Craftmatics. It's in the gutter motherfucking podcast.
Episode 45.
Episode 45, man.
Hashtag not my president.
Not my president. This one or the last one? Who knows? I'm Kenny Capozzi.
Sean Sauer.
And I'm Big D. You already know how we doing it, maintaining in the 2021.
Stay gutter, still pandemic.
Yeah, and if you haven't, oh shit.
Oh shit, that was
He just dropped his dick.
that was his dick. That's when he got vaccinated, and now fucking shit's a mess.
Yeah.
You
I'll
know?
pick it up for you.
You gotta get that 1-2
I'm not
shot.
getting vaccinated, but shout out to all of our listeners. If you haven't checked out the website, make sure you check out www.inthegutterpodcast.com for all your merchandise and podcasts.
And subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, subscribe on YouTube.
Spotify.
Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, all of that shit. We also have merch. We have stickers. We have patches. We have T-shirts. If you need anything, just hit us up.
And tell your mama I said hi.
Yeah, she misses you, Sean.
He meant to say mother, people.
Mothers?
Mama.
Ma. Hey, Ma.
What did you call your mother, girl? I call her Ma.
Ma. It's a fucking...
Mommy.
Ma.
Mommy?
Mommy.
For real?
That's such a good boy. Look at that.
I don't know.
Dude, you know it took me the longest time to have fucking Avery stop being like, Daddy. Like, I'm like, dude, just call me Dad. Call me
I used to
anything
yeah.
else but fucking Daddy, you fucking weirdo.
At
We're in
what
public.
age? Should a kid just stop calling you daddy?
There's got, I mean, a girl, you have a little girl
what,
that's
dad?
different.
And go to dad, from daddy to dad?
Yeah, that's better, right?
Yeah.
You know
One
what
of the
I'm saying?
hardest motherfuckers I've ever seen on YouTube, C.T. Fletcher. His son, Samson Fletcher, still calls him daddy. He's like, Daddy.
You're like, dude, you can't.
And he's swole as shit. The motherfucker can bench press like damn near 500 pounds.
But it just sounds weird,
And
right?
He's just telling a grown ass nigga that's with arms and muscles like, hey, daddy.
Be like 23 years old. Hey, daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah, it's like,
Daddy, can I have some money?
Daddy,
It is
I
kind
want a
of.
golden ticket, Daddy.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
Like, we ain't got golden tickets, motherfucker. Call me something, not that.
Ooh, Poppy.
That's
another one too.
Nah, it's got to be Papa.
Yes, Poppy, I'm going to get it, Poppy.
That's you're a chick.
I'm going
like,
to come,
you know what I mean?
Poppy.
Papa's like
my
you're a
God.
dude and you're calling another dude Papa. You don't call him.
Oh, that's another
a dude
thing,
don't
too.
call a dude Poppy. Like
But yeah,
that's
but as a
too-
grown ass man, you shouldn't be calling your father Papa neither.
Papa's not bad. I call my dad Pa.
Yes, Papa.
I call him Pa.
Yeah, Pa.
Pa.
What's up, Pa?
P.A. Pa.
Yeah, you don't say Pa, do you? You don't say Pa?
I say no P.A.
So you just say Pa.
Like Pa. Like
Papa.
Pa. Not
That's
Papa.
That's some New York. That's some Spanish New York shit right there. What's up, Poppy? What up, Pa?
What up,
Mamacita.
Pa? Yo,
Yeah, I'm not
Papa.
gonna lie to you. There's no real masculine way to just say.
Yo, you know-
the only way you could just do it is like Dad.
Yo, you know what's funny? Because I'm like remodeling a house and shit, so I had to get like new shit, and I went out and got curtains, and there's no fucking masculine way to buy curtains.
You could put
Shit.
curtains in a fucking container home.
What?
Wait, where you buying these curtains?
At a fucking furniture place, like a little fucking Spanish store in Brockton where the shit's cheap.
BDs.
Yeah, that was like Apollo Furniture, to be clear. Like, shout out to Apollo Furniture,
out to
North
Apollo.
Main Street, Brockton.
Come
They
down
got-
here and we get you everything you need.
Yo, they got
Pop
those,
it.
Okay.
they got those fucking paintings like on glass. You ever see
Ya
that
tú
shit?
sabes.
This shit's tight, dude. They're
We
like,
have paintings on
this
glass.
shit is fairly reasonably priced. You know what I'm saying? But
Best deals in town.
We got
still,
candles.
There's like not like masculine curtains. You know what I mean? You're buying
Every cent you can think
curtains.
of.
Like you can get like a solid dark color, and you can pretend it's masculine, but you're still like, hey, I'm buying curtains. Now I know that's just stupid on me because
We got to
it's
say
just an
so.
adult thing. It's like an adult thing
No,
to
that's
do.
facts. It's an adult thing.
But
When you get
still-
older and you start purchasing shit for your home,
You gotta get curtains.
it's pretty gay.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
You
You're
like, should I go with the seashell white or should I go with some of this?
Oh, the Dove Gray.
Yeah, I like this right here.
This really isn't gonna, I don't know if it's gonna fucking clash with the mint green I got going on, you know?
And when you're a slimy motherfucker, you come from the bottoms, you come from the trenches and shit. You got to think that those colors have to be like you can't go to like a hood
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
a
you're gonna
hood
get some
store and they're
tough
like,
shit.
like yo,
You
let
know
me
what I
get
mean?
that Dutch brown, my nigga.
Like, it's like, you
Word.
can't, yeah, it's like, that don't look good. You know
Let
what
me
I mean?
get the dark fronto. let me get the dark fronto paint
It's gonna
right
match
there.
my Newport colored walls
Word,
and shit.
word. We got Newport colored furniture coming in. Know what I'm saying? I got the Marlboro Gold.
But you get the red and white, black fucking patent leather fucking couch and shit, and the fucking funny looking shape. You know, shaped like a cigarette pack. The fucking chaise lounge, shaped like a fucking pack of Marlboros.
I noticed that tubs that they're making these days are a little bit bigger too.
Yeah, they got those freestanding motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the lion foot tubs.
Yeah. You know,
that's only because
no shower curtain or nothing, because it's like you don't shower in this bitch. You are so rich.
Supposed to take a bath.
You are so rich that you just
bats.
Well, no, you have it. I'm
When's
sure
the
they
last
have
time
a
you took a
shower
bath?
too. Never. Like, never. I'm lying.
Wow.
It had to be.
I haven't taken a bath since I was like a little
since I've
kid.
been like dope sick, I think. You know, like Avery will
Nigga
take.
said the last time I took a bath is when I was dope sick.
Yeah, you know, just like sit. Do you ever go sit in detox, put a fucking towel on the bathtub floor, and just let the fucking water run over you and like shake and curl?
No, never.
Because when you're dope sick, water hurts. Like when it touches your skin, it
It's like
hurts.
you need like something.
What does it feel like to be dope sick? For the
It's
people
very
that's never been
uncomfortable.
dope sick.
Very uncomfortable.
It's like actually being physically ill. You're sick. Like you get sneezes, you do the sneeze thing.
And there's only one thing that can fix it.
That's it. This is
Pussy.
It's a bag of heroin.
dope. Yeah,
shit.
like you sneeze, you'll like do the like hachoo, 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 hachoo. It's just like it just comes out. It's a sick now. Whatever.
Who got the pepper? That's what's going on.
The dog food.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I think we was talking earlier or whatever, and I was telling the guys, I was like, yo, I don't really see, like, most women are just big these days, and you know I ain't got no problem with that, but you got to think that's just kind of like programmed. I don't really see no like slim chicks back in the day in the 70s. You would always see slim chicks.
Man.
I
You
never
look
really
at, like,
seen that many
Marilyn
big girls.
Monroe is like thick. If you look at some of her pictures, like who's the other?
She had big titties.
Like who's the Betty Boop chick?
She had
They
big
were
titties, but
big
was
bitches, though.
They weren't
Are you kidding
skinny
me?
heroin.
No, but they were
no.
big bitches for that time, like Betty Page.
That's what I mean. Betty Page. Yeah, she was thick.
Yeah, but not really.
She wasn't even thick.
Not
like,
really.
No. Hold on. There's a difference between thick and obese, or like overweight.
Right.
You know
But
what I'm
you don't
saying?
really see too many-
I mean, it's just
I mean-
extra thick, I guess we could call it, right?
Only people that was considered thick back then, like the fat girls back then, were like the mammies and shit. The
The
you know,
Jemimas.
yeah. It's fucked up to say
Bam,
that.
bam. I was just in the supermarket the other day. They
Like
still have
Big
that
Mama
shit.
and shit
Did
like
they
that.
really?
Yeah.
On the shelf? Really?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
I don't think it
Yeah,
had a
Aunt
photo.
Jemima's still banging. I got that shit all up in my house.
It's
I ain't
good
gonna lie.
stuff. I mean, the fuck.
Yeah, you can make fried Oreos.
Like
with
I
that
never
shit.
thought of it. I mean, I know,
See, I'd be
I know. It's just my white privilege that made me think this way. It just, I grew up. I never thought like Uncle Ben. That's so fucking racist. Like I never thought
It is.
that until they were like, "Yo, that's racist," and I'm like, I guess, whatever.
Well, nigga, look at it. It's a nigga that's. What the fuck does that nigga have to do with some rice?
I don't know, but I heard,
No idea.
I heard he got paid for it, though. I heard he died a millionaire.
I would imagine he got paid. They put his face on a box. So I was surprised they didn't fuck him like they did like every other like singer and fucking entertainer in that time.
I mean, they could have just put a picture of a motherfucking blackface, and it really wouldn't matter.
I mean, I don't know if it would have lasted.
But
this
I
long.
don't know what the fuck it is. But when I see Uncle Ben in a box of fucking rice, I be like, man, that shit got to be good. It got to be good. This nigga know how to make some rice.
Yeah, I would not.
When the truth of the matter is I would think that you would have like a picture of Jackie Chan or some shit
Yeah,
like
Chinese
that.
man.
It's long
Chinese
enough. You can't
motherfucker
do
up
that.
on there with some shit. But no, they put a black nigga up there that's never been to a rice field. This nigga's job was to pick cotton. But yet, he was on the box of rice. And that's how you knew
Had
the
him
rice
picking
was,
rice.
Yeah, but that's how you knew the rice was fire. And shut the fuck up with that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Still February, Sean.
Back to what I was
Jesus Christ,
saying.
Wait a month or two.
Right, back to what I was saying. I think, I don't think, like, women aren't the same. Like, you remember, like, seeing a big girl back in the day? Like, I don't really remember that.
Yeah, some of the first girls we fucked around with.
I don't
Yeah,
think-
but I thought big girls was like for me growing up, you know, because I was born in the 80s, I grew up in the 90s. For me, a big girl was Queen Latifah. But then when I looked at a video, like, not long ago, but I was like, Queen Latifah really wasn't that big.
Yeah, they didn't have big bitches didn't come around to the 80s.
What?
Because we
Oh.
had fast food was very common. Like, remember back in the days when you would watch a porno, they didn't have BBW as a
There
category.
wasn't no BBWs and no
not.
porno.
I mean,
There was like a
porn,
few. There was like a few. You might
what I'm
see. Like,
saying?
I seen a couple fat bitches on a porno
But
back
like
in the
porn
day.
was
but-
like you had
homemade
70s
porn?
porn like was like the internet really. It's now you can.
It was
see
very hairy.
anything. Like you could.
Yeah, there was very.
There's
very
fucking
hairy and
9,000
sweaty.
categories out there now.
Well, you just gotta think about it. Like, for me personally, watching porn, I didn't see no thick bitches until Cherokee the Ass and Pinky. That was my introduction to big bitches. Because before that, it was just fat girls around and shit. You fuck the fat girl, whatever the case may be. But now these bitches got ass. And, you know what I'm saying? The ass wasn't the same. Because I remember looking at Pam Grier, and I was like, damn, Pam Grier fine as shit. Pam Grier ain't had no ass.
No, she's a skinny bitch compared to the bitches today. Like,
Bony
you know what I mean?
motherfucker.
Like,
She ain't have no ass, no nothing, but she was fine as shit. Apollonia from with Prince. When I seen her, and what was the sex shooter shooting love in your direction?
Yeah, all those.
I was like, these
most
bitches
of those,
is bad.
yeah, but that's because that doesn't sell back then.
But if you
What
think
do you
about it,
mean
most of the girls.
back then that shit did sell. What you talking-
No. I'm saying if they were bigger, like
Oh yeah, if they was bigger, it wouldn't have happened.
they wouldn't have got play.
That's facts, because-
they wouldn't have got on the radio. They wouldn't have, dude. That shit was
I
like.
think
not
I think
shit
I
was
think
not
more, I think
happening.
most bitches like back then they didn't even have asses. Like
No.
they just started putting shit in the food, developing
They did not
asses.
have no ass, no nothing. They ain't have nothing.
In the
There
80s,
wasn't no shit like that.
Janet Jackson.
If you seen it, Janet Jackson didn't even have a
that's
fat
what I'm
ass.
saying.
She was just
Come
beautiful.
on now.
Think about it, dog. Yo, not
Neither
for
like
nothing.
Beyonce that compared to her, they're like different creatures.
Claire Huxtable, fine in the motherfucker to me.
right.
That Claire Huxtable is a
Who's the one that
woman,
went to
Claire.
college though?
but she had no ass.
No, I can't. What?
She ain't even had no titties.
What about,
I've actually- I've never seen
Weezy?
Claire's ass.
What about Weezy?
Now Weezy, I would have clapped her cheeks.
I mean, she was big.
Me personally, I just
well,
like
who's the same? Who's now Carter?
nah.
Yo, Nell Carter's
Nah,
big, dog.
that was the first big bitch.
Yeah, maybe on TV.
Now
like, that
Lizzo
was like,
is the big bitch.
No. She's like, she was doing that whole, shit nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Which is like body positivity, and it's just like body positivity is not on diabetes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like you can be all positive you want, but
I know. I
shit
think
ain't
there
healthy.
people encourage it too. Like
Yeah,
And not for
lose a
nothing.
foot. Fuck it.
Hashtag
What's a
brave.
couple toes?
And there's nothing wrong with being big or nothing like
Nah.
that. But the
No,
thing is
no.
like it just comes to a point now where it's like, when I was growing up, track was big. Even girls be on track and field doing fucking shot put or whatever, racing, whatever the fuck the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You would see athletic type females. I feel like women just let themselves go now. They just don't.
yeah,
give
I
a
mean you
fuck.
could do something about it.
Because
Like,
you could be 300
can't do
pounds
anything
and
about
still
your
have a nigga
height.
wanting to eat your ass. Like, it's sad.
Well, now you could just go get. You don't have an ass, you can go buy one. You don't have tits, you can just get one. That's crazy. Lips, make them a little bigger. Wrinkles, Botox, get rid of them. It's crazy that it would just like. It's like you go into like the Play-Doh Fun Factory and you just fucking be like, I want to look like this, and then like, come up with like Mickey Rourke and shit.
I mean, as men, we still settle for the bullshit though.
there'd be a lot of manufactured bitches around here.
They are. Like, I mean, there is,
I mean, most women are
Which is like, it's like that only gets you so far, right? You need a personality. You know what I mean?
100%,
It's
yeah.
like you gotta have something that's gonna want me to hang out with you. Do you know what I mean? Like that skin deep shit is only gonna be skin deep. Like I need.
It's not even
if
skin
we're
deep.
gonna hang out.
But if you think about it, though, like most bitches, they're like aren't really fun to hang out with, anyways. Like if they didn't have a pussy, why you wouldn't want to hang out with them?
well, it's not even that. I think.
Shit.
I mean, to be serious, like for a second, like when it comes to dating, most girls or whatever.
Oh shit! Like we got fucking
Most-
shit going
Uh-oh.
on.
Speaking of bitches,
Hey.
Nah, to be honest with you, most girls or whatever, they just, they want a guy that's,
has a job.
has a job. They want a guy that has all his
12-inch
teeth.
dick.
Yeah, a big dick.
Doesn't
a
live with his
car.
mom.
Yeah, don't live with his mom. But yet these bitches out here be, not married. 3 kids, 2 different baby daddies,
No job.
no job, wanting a whole relationship.
But those food stamp benefits, dude.
and them fresh ass nails.
Right, like it's like come the fuck on. Like what is wrong with you? Where's your priorities at? Even if a nigga whatever was living with his moms or whatever, he's more of an asset in the dating world than you are with 3 kids.
I
No
mean,
job,
2 baby
okay, no
daddies.
all right.
3
Yeah,
kids,
yeah,
no
yeah.
job, 2 baby daddies, but yet you want a nigga that makes 80 grand. a
Yeah,
year.
what, to take you out of fucking subsidized housing?
Exactly.
The fuck out of
Like
here.
fuck out of here. Like
I
you're
don't
tripping.
know. But it's funny when you're talking about like getting the nails done and shit. Like a friend of mine was like complaining that he was like he gave money to his baby's mother. They're not together, like in a checking account, right? And like I gave her a card and he put money in the checking account so he could see where the money went. And he's like, she's spending the shit on nails and on shit. And I'm like, who cares where? It's like, dude, if she was, it's like she's spending the money out of her pocket to pay for your kid. So if she takes that money, it's like it doesn't matter where it. You know what I mean? It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Do you know what I mean? If the money that he's giving her is replacing the money she spent on her nails or that she spent on his kid to pay for her nail, it's a wash. Like you can't get mad at her.
He put a tracker on that one. He's worse than the
but bitch,
IRS.
if
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Right?
But if you got 3 kids, you out here, whatever, and you fucked up, you ain't got no job. What the fuck is you
Yeah,
doing?
but never think about it. If you're paying child support, you better be like, she better be feeding them kids.
Yeah, but the kid is living with her full time, supplying food, a roof over the kid's head, clothes. So you're not seeing where those deductions come from in her bank account. You're just seeing it in this fucking bullshit. But it's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's not like it's the same thing. You can't get mad at that. I feel, and I said that exactly to him when he told me, and I was just like, and he's like, yeah, that's kind of what she said, and I
Is
realized.
that because
He's
you're
like, but it makes me feel good. It makes me sleep at night.
Yeah, it makes me feel good to yell about it. Like, well, I don't know, it's your deaf ears on me, kid.
Is that because you're a single dad and you know what it's like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly. And I get no help.
No, okay. So let's say
I get no help,
and
I never pursued it either. So
no,
that's
of course.
on
I
me.
mean, you a man.
Do you know what I'm saying?
If let's say you got child support or whatever, and you use that money to just buy weed,
right.
would you be wrong?
No.
It's medication.
Because I'm spending all my other money on my son. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm spending my pocket money on my kid. So now you're just replacing my money I'm spending on my kid anyway.
How much
You're not going to deal with this little piece of shit 24 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean, dude? It's fucking, it's like, this shit's rough, dude. This shit's crazy. That's what used to bother me about fucking, people would be like, well, you get, like, I don't live with my parents. I haven't lived with my parents for fucking most of this kid's life.
Right.
But motherfuckers will still be like, well, you know, he's got his parents there. They're like, right, they can just watch him whenever. Like, I don't feel guilty if I have to, like, I'll keep him home to not have to call a favor in unless I need it.
Yeah, with
you know what I'm saying?
with an adult, so he's supervised.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's just like...
He's home right now shopping knives.
Yeah, he's getting ready, you know what I mean? He's getting ready.
I would hate to see the motherfucker that tries to break into Kenny's house.
He's just waiting.
God bless him.
God bless him. You seen Home Alone?
I'm like, buddy, you gotta go to sleep. He's like, I'm on watch.
Yeah, this motherfucker got shit ready. Like, he's ready.
Motherfucker.
Like, who the fuck are you? Motherfucker, my dad didn't invite you in.
Nah, being a single parent's fucking hard, man. And I don't think it gets the respect. To have somebody
can
write it
imagine.
off like that is fucking annoying, dude.
Well, men
to
don't
have
get
somebody say some shit to like somebody else, like, well, you know, he's got his parents, right? It's like, yeah, like they're taking care of my kid.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's not me. I'm not there for my son. My family just does it. It's like, no, I have to raise my son. He's my kid. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And his mom's not there to do it, so I have to do it. And I take the responsibility. I'm not looking for a fucking pat on the back. I'm just saying when someone tries to make that not sound like it really is, that's fucking annoying to me. You know? When someone tries to like try to discredit me for what I'm doing, and I'm like, dude, who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Like,
Shout out to the single mothers, Kenny Composer.
and dads, I know you out there. Dads out there too.
No, nigga, you're the single mother, period.
Both, you know, I'm non-binary. I'm teaching my kid the same. We haven't really picked a gender yet. Did you see? Did you see? We haven't picked a gender. You see that dude? That dude died. There's a guy. He's like a man lost his life in a fucked up gender reveal explosion. And I thought it was gonna say like blew off his dick. And I was like, oh, is that what we're calling? You know what I mean? It was like I thought it was, but he died. It's like, why are we doing this lame shit? Like, this shit is whack, dude. Like, when you fucking, like, oh, we gotta have streamers. Like, I didn't find out my son was my son until he came out the pussy.
And you had a penis.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only time you're gonna find out.
Do you know what I mean? Now, if he wanted to fucking be, like, non-binary or whatever, we're gonna, you know what I mean?
Look,
That's
it'd be like, wait till you're 18, right?
Yeah, all day. All day. Like, we just seen that
Because you're not going to let him go get a fucking tattoo right now.
No. Let him chop his dick off? I'm 12 years old. I think I want to chop my dick off.
Avery would be like, I want to
feel like I'm a girl.
He'd be like, Daddy, I want to get a knife on my cheek.
Yeah, but like, of course you do. You're fucking 10 years old and you're retarded. Like, what the fuck? That's what all 10 years olds want to do. He's like playing video games. Like, I want that shit. I'm like, yo, I got a teardrop when I was 17. That was kind of stupid. You know what I mean? Granted, I didn't want to do it all black, but it was like, you know what I mean? I didn't want to look at like, you know, tattoos on my face and shit. It's just like,
yeah.
You can't make those decisions as a child. And as a parent, you should be smart enough not to let your fucking children make those decisions. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean,
like, that shit changes, right?
Well, we know. Well,
yeah, like, you know, sadly, like, is a perfect example is you know, friend of ours, teenage daughter, you know, got hanging around with some other teenage kids, and they're all like, I'm trans now.
She's like, yeah, I'm trans too.
Wanted to transition into being a guy, even though she was like with a boy who was like kind, you know, a little flamboyantly gay, but they were still having straight sex, right? So
regardless of what they chose, they were still fucking each other.
They were still fucking like straight, whatever the fuck you want to call
dick was going
these
in the
people.
pussy, whichever way you want to call it.
Yeah,
I think trans has nothing to do with being gay.
It doesn't, but that's besides the point.
It was regular.
Another thing is,
I always thought it was
like
like extreme gay.
Extreme gay? Silly. You know what's funny though is these people that are like
super gay.
These people like believe Fauci. It's science. You got to wear a fucking mask,
Fauci.
right? And then they're like,
well, that nigga is like 90
And then
degrees.
they're
90
like,
But he's been waiting his whole life to shine, and look at him now.
No, but
he's like Wonder Boy out there.
Then they're like, yeah. I'm non-binary or I'm trans, and you're like, yeah, but science says you're what you were born as if you check the DNA, and they're like, no, that's. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we talked about this shit before.
but that's besides the point. But sadly, like, you know, because the person we were talking about was transitioning as a teenager and, you know, not an adult, not fully formed, you know? Had the whole fucking...
And then all this... had the titties chopped off and everything, but then all of a sudden decided...
early
wants
20s.
to get titties back.
I want them titties
well,
back.
I mean, you could get the titties back, but you took
they're not
off
gonna
your
look the
natural
same.
titties because you thought you were trans.
You took off a perfectly nice pair of natural titties. And
What an unappreciative motherfucker.
I mean, you just it was just like you were just too young to make those decisions.
Right, and now you found out you want dick and you want to cross that line.
And I'm sorry, I feel like if you're a fucking parent and you're making these decisions because like if Avery's like
especially surgical decisions. It's kinda
surgery or
crazy.
even hormonal decisions. So I'm gonna start feeding my son estrogen and he's gonna grow titties.
Soybeans.
Or you are gonna have a daughter and fucking feed them testosterone and it's gonna fuck up their reproductive cycle if they ever want to have kids in the future.
And you ordering dicks and shit for them and shit.
Like, dude, like, come on, like, yo, I don't care what you do when you move the fuck out of my house. That's your, and I'm still gonna love you either way. But I'm gonna be like, dude, maybe you should wait. Maybe you should wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
until
then
you
make that
discover who the
decision.
fuck you are.
Yeah, and
like,
then
you know
I'm
what I
fine
mean?
with that, man. But don't be jumping to that shit just to be like part of this cool club where fucking my fucking child is, you know, special.
He's like, come on, Dad, all my friends are trans.
Yeah, it's like, well, then get some new friends. No, I'm just joking.
Well, no.
It's like, I mean, we know plenty of trans people, like, and they're great
Stop
people.
hanging out with them.
Yeah,
Oh!
it's like, see what happens? It's catchy. I told you, it's like the AIDS. You're gonna catch it.
Well, on a lighter note,
That's heavy. I'm sorry. I'm just, you know, it's
English
just the
teachers.
children.
Hey, English teachers must be going crazy. What do you mean they and them? What the fuck?
It's dude.
It's going against everything like they've been teaching kids all these years.
Per. That's what I'm saying. Like, can I still say like, hey,
It's
man?
like they and them is more than one person.
Like I left the store and I was like, thanks, man. And I was like, fuck, someone's gonna cancel me. You know, just because of saying thanks, man. You know, the dude's like, hey, that's not mine. So it's like, dude, it's just vernacular. I'm just like, thanks, dude. Thanks, bro.
I wish somebody would cancel me. I just use that shit as a
Can't
credit.
get canceled. We're not syndicated. You know?
on another note, Kenny's a tradesman. I'm a tradesman. Sean's brother's a tradesman. That's just, you know, Boston blood, I guess.
Gotta do some of these
And
hands.
one of my fellow iron workers, he passed away. So I just
Sad.
wanted
Young
to give
kid.
young kid, man. And you know what's crazy is you know, doing these trades or whatever. It's dangerous work. It's hard work. You bust your ass, and you know you're doing a lot of shit for the city, and you don't even realize it. Kenny built some shit at the casino. We go back to the casino. He's like,
Mandarin.
look at all the shit I done did.
Yeah.
I've worked on jobs where we're building the skeletons, the buildings. And you're like, oh, look what we did and all this other shit. But it's hard when you work with somebody or you've been around somebody that works in a trade and then they pass away.
Yeah, you get close with them and shit. It's sad. It happens.
It's sad. So I just want to give a quick moment of silence for my man, AJ Crisco, local 7 iron worker apprentice that just recently passed away. All right, that's enough.
No, it's a nice flex though. I mean, not that that's sad, but it's a nice flex when you know you built some shit
Oh yeah, that's like the best.
and then you
feeling
go
in the
by
world.
right, like you're like you're right. That right there, I was on that job.
Because
that
even
right there,
if,
you know
even
what I
if
mean?
like,
You
you
like,
don't
see
really,
this stone?
And that's like a house of worship, the casino.
Yeah, I was there Friday night. I went to the casino. Fucking, you know what I mean? Fuck that shit. There was people out. I was there fucking from like 9 to like 5 in the morning. It was good. It was a good time. Left $20 shy.
always a good time.
Fucking time flies by when you're in there, though.
It's a nice.
You know
spot.
why? Because they don't put any clocks up.
No windows, nothing.
There's no
it's all
clocks. There's
dark.
no windows. Everything's the same color. You don't know what the fuck is going on. So the same look it has at 2:00 in the afternoon is the same look it's gonna have at 2 in the morning. You don't know what the fuck is going on. They change shifts on motherfuckers and shit. Motherfuckers is being friendly. They want to comp you shit.
I tell you what though, the parking lot is fucking lit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Boston.
because it's like you can't smoke up there, so
Like
you go
people-
down to that
people
parking
tailgating.
garage. Yo, there's just fucking people doing nips, drinking out their car, fucking smoking butts. It's great.
Getting fucked
It's
up
a good
and
time.
shit. Butts, motherfuckers smoking weed, everything.
Hell yeah.
I like the fact that weed is so legal now in Boston that motherfuckers just light up anywhere. They don't give a fuck.
I mean, we were doing that anyway.
Yeah, we was doing that
know.
anyway. And the crazy thing is police didn't fuck with you. They didn't really.
Not really. Kinda. Like back, maybe 20 years ago, a little more hotter, but we
Yeah.
would still do it anyway.
But I remember just going down to the Commons, even 04, 05.
Anytime. Not just a
And-
Hempfest, just
No, not
anytime.
anytime.
Like,
Yeah, but I remember like 04, 05 when 05, I think when I first went to the 06, I went to the first Hemp Fest I went to, and that shit was nuts. And it wasn't like it is now, where it's just like more capitalism than anything. I think now, because all you see is motherfuckers out there selling shit, trying to make money. But back then, it was just mad motherfuckers in the park blowing it down.
Yeah, it didn't have a big as a. I don't think so.
And it was illegal then. You couldn't do that shit.
But
You
yo,
know what
I
I'm saying?
still be looking over my shoulder when I be smoking in public.
I mean,
no,
if they
no,
if they
I
were
do.
like, if you were
is- You
somebody
look
over your
they
shoulder
wanted
anyway,
to
nigga.
fuck with, and they seen you doing some shit like that, then they're gonna.
Well,
pull you in.
it's legal, but it's still considered like drinking in public.
Yeah, you can't drink. Yeah,
If
exactly.
you smoke in public,
Now-
you're only supposed to smoke indoors, like in your house.
Yeah, but
What, you can't smoke in your yard? I feel like
well,
can
you can't
in your
smoke.
yard.
Period. Even in Boston Common, you can't smoke. It's like a $200
Yeah, even
fine,
like cigarettes,
$250
right?
fine,
Even
yeah.
though everybody does,
Right.
that smokes.
It's okay. I can't smoke weed in the park, but I can walk by this white bitch and step on her dog's shit
I mean,
on my new J's. Fuck out of here.
I'd be upset.
I
All right, how's this for a question? Do you feel like white women are less apt to pick up their dog shit than black women? Or you think black women don't have dogs, or they just don't give a fuck, or they, you know what I mean?
the dog is in the motherfucking house on her bed, nigga. Fucking that pussy up. Eating up her
Remember
her
back in
kid's
the day,
snacks.
nobody cleaned up dog shit. Dog shit
Nobody
was
still don't
everywhere,
clean up
all
dog
over the
shit.
hood.
No, that was not.
This is what I realized
For real.
about. This is what I realized because I live in a white neighborhood, so it's weird. Like
Oh,
walking,
everyone's got their shit in their pocket. They
walking
pick
to
it up.
work and shit. Yeah, like.
But
you would see
nobody
it.
did that back
But
in the
this
day.
is when it snows. For some reason,
That done, yeah.
white people do not pick up this shit. The
What, do they think
dog will
it's
go
gonna
up.
melt?
The dog will go up into the snow, shit on the snow. They'll leave the shit right there on the snow, not realizing that the snow is actually preserving this shit.
Yeah, I mean, it might melt.
And
a
then
little
as
bit.
the shit starts to melt away, there's just still dog
It's still-
shit
yeah,
everywhere.
where's it gonna go?
And then you see like the little piss stains everywhere, all over the fucking snow and shit. I'm just like, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
This is worse than Brooklyn.
And then the dog don't even wipe his ass, and then you take him back home, and he's wiping his ass all over the
all over the
furniture.
carpet and shit. Just
Yeah,
scooting his
they got
nuts
those
across the floor.
motherfucking the people that made a living out of going to people's backyards and cleaning the shit up.
I'm not cleaning up no dog shit, man.
I mean, if it's my dog,
I don't even like to clean up my own shit.
I have yet to meet
I mean,
a
I
nigga
do
that-
'cause it
I'm
gets
sorry,
itchy.
I have yet to meet a nigga that's like outside with a pit bull picking up the dog shit.
Yeah.
Have
Nah,
you seen that in Brockton?
I mean, I was walking pit bulls in Brockton and I was picking up the dog shit, but I'm a white guy.
Yeah, but you're a
maybe.
white guy. It's different. I don't know. I ain't picking up no fucking dog shit.
Nah,
man.
nah. Because the black dude I would do it with would be.
Because
picking
then the
up
dog
shit,
sees
too.
you picking up that shit, and then you're just a little submissive
Yeah,
bitch.
you like a little bitch.
He's simping on this dog.
Yeah, but I mean, it's true. Catering to the dog's needs and shit before your own. That's
Yo, it's so fucked up, right? I used to run with this dude who had these two beautiful pit bulls. Like one was a blue nose, and the other, and he would just keep them crated all fucking day.
Oh, he's just raising killers then.
It was like we'd wake up in the morning, walk the
type of
dog,
shit.
put it back in the cage, go out all day, come back, take the dog out of the cage, walk the dog, and back in the cage. They would never like had the run of the house.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
even
yeah,
when he
yeah.
was home.
Yeah.
And it was just like, why do you have these fucking things if they're just in a cage in the fucking the back hall?
Maybe it was
when
just
somebody
breeding
else
them.
come by, he knows that nigga that comes and lets him out the cage is cool. That's the nigga that cares.
I mean,
even
I guess,
though he
but
really
wouldn't
don't
you,
give a
Yeah,
fuck.
why would you keep him in the fucking
He
thing,
keeps him
like,
in the
all time?
cage so anybody else that comes around, that nigga's food.
Like, hey, dude, he's
Yeah.
behind backs.
Dude,
of the
that's why I can
dog,
never have a
baby.
dog like that, dude, because you can be food at any time.
Yeah, you gotta
yeah,
be careful.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
you
like-
see some of these dogs, they're bigger than me, Kenny. They're bigger than
You
you.
gotta treat a dog like
Oh
you
no,
treat your
dude, the
bitch
pit
nowadays.
bull's like
you
fucking
can't.
muscle,
Yeah.
just straight.
He'll fucking
muscle.
body slam you.
Listen, you gotta treat your dog like you treat your bitch nowadays. You can't just leave the bitch in the house all day and then come home,
gonna
fuck
tear
her,
up
and
some
then
shit.
yeah, and then fuck her and then leave out again. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool because the dog's gonna turn on you. Your bitch is gonna turn on you. So you need to be able to take care of your dog You know what I'm saying? You show that dog love. Show that you care when you really don't give a fuck.
Why do you have a dog, though, if you don't give a fuck?
Because you need companionship.
So you do give a fuck.
It's very selfish.
No.
Kinda.
No.
Because if that companionship wasn't there, you're going to be like,
no, I just need some pussy.
Well, that's not one reason to get a dog. I mean,
some bitches be allergic to dogs.
Some bitches are the dog.
Sometimes we're the dog.
Yeah. Oh. We're all dogs. At the end of the day, we're all dogs. I mean, shit. I mean, you ever had a girl cheat on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
This is how supervillains are created. I've been seeing the memes around and shit, and it's true.
Yo, that I watched that Tekashi shit, and that was like he thought that dude was fucking his chicks. I don't know if he was. It kind of looked like maybe, but he didn't have no hardcore evidence.
She said that she fucked the nigga.
Did she? I don't think they said that in the fucking documentary.
She fucked the nigga, man.
I mean, it looked like they were pretty fucking close.
Look at that bitch. That nigga was all up in her shit. He fucked. I
mean, that dude was like gangster. Like that dude was like a real, not Tekashi, the dude shorty. He was like, he did like some time. He was like,
but that's the type of nigga. That's the type of nigga that
would
bitches
fuck
want.
Her. Yeah,
bitches want that shit.
Yeah, not fucking.
They don't want no nigga that's a good guy. What woman wants a good guy?
It depends on like what type of good. You know what I'm saying? Like I think, you know what I mean? Like if you're like corny, like just like Ned Flanders, right? Like Ned Flanders.
No, you can be a good guy. You just gotta fuck him right.
Yeah, you gotta just.
You know what I mean? You can't be like too good of a good guy that you're afraid to pull her hair or something.
Save you? You think good dick is gonna save your relationship?
It might stretch it out a little longer.
Good pussy does.
Yeah, it might stretch it out a little longer.
If you a sucker, you a sucker, man. You gonna get ran over regardless. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you think your dick did, if that bitch got kids, your dick ain't doing shit.
What does that mean? Because she had a kid? What, she had C-sections?
Yeah.
If she had a C-section.
Still, I think
I don't think she came like I made her come when she was having a baby.
She'd have like 30 by now.
If she had a C-section, cool. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, 9 times out of 10 or whatever.
The pussy goes back. It's like your asshole. You know what I mean? You really got to
but that's the thing. Niggas
shit.
is chasing, and I say this shit all the time. Niggas is chasing the wrong shit. Niggas is chasing box. So you got to.
Who isn't chasing box?
I mean,
chicks usually.
The world runs on pussy.
Yes.
People say it runs on Dunkin'. It runs on pussy.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
That's what makes people go to fucking work.
The world does run off of pussy.
Definitely.
But a real man don't got time just for some pussy.
I mean, then just pay for it at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you paying for it anyway.
But it's a different thing when you're just paying them to go away.
Well, niggas
leave,
see
you later.
The difference. Well, you don't have to do that. You don't have to pay for pussy to just fucking leave. You feel what I'm saying? It's
you could just meet some strong chick that's like, she just knows she's coming over to fuck and she's got her own shit going on and see you later.
Well, right? It's a different type of relationship. That's the relationship where you're not really expecting anything from the other person. Like, look, we're gonna have fun.
About, like,
it is what it is.
Like,
but most of the time, women fuck that up because they're looking for a relationship.
Yeah.
But what are you looking for a relationship for? For what?
I want somebody.
What's the point? Just to have somebody you can fuck and say that I'm fucking him?
No, but dude, it's just nice to have like a partner.
Of course, it's nice to have a partner, but
you know
if you're not dating for marriage,
like we're all cool, but we all ain't fucking.
But that's how women think. They think they.
Yeah, but women are dating to be married and shit. They want to get married, and you know, there's niggas out here that want to be married too. But a lot of niggas just
no, just mad dudes. Dude, there's like, oh, this is my 5th wife.
Yeah,
it's like, yo, what? Dude?
Larry King had 7 of them.
Yo, that shit's crazy to me. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, but that's at the same time to me, it's just like.
What?
It's like, what's the point?
Of getting married 7 times?
What's the point of
I don't want to get married at all.
If that's the case, what's the point of even getting married?
I'm fucking 41 years old. I got a 10-year-old kid.
Right,
I don't need that shit.
You 35 plus or whatever. Let's say you're 35 and up, right? What's the point of dating?
What do you mean dating?
What's the point of just fucking with a chick? I mean, if
to
you
get
fuck
pussy.
with,
sometimes you have to date a bitch to get pussy.
How long are you waiting? Hold on, wait. How long are you waiting?
Oh, like 3 days the most.
Three times out. If you're not getting fucked on the 3rd time, you're out.
Yeah, I'm a gentleman. Yeah.
That's better. Yeah, that's not
I'm
bad.
not gonna force it on the first date, Kenny. Unless she's down.
So you think you gotta wait to?
No, but some bitches you do.
Nah.
Some bitches you gotta take them out and then maybe take them out again.
Yeah, but I feel like you are full of shit.
No, because most of the time
you're full of shit. I feel like they're full of shit.
Because listen, a lot of times you're not gonna get a girl to come back to your house on the first day.
No, because it's also
because they're afraid to get strangled out or something.
Ah, but you should probably maybe
you find them.
I don't know what kind of tone you're setting.
Most girls. Most girls ain't gonna go over your house the
it's
first
more
time
so
they talk to
because
you.
society tells them if I fuck this guy tonight,
You're
he's
a
not gonna
whore.
respect
You guys
me.
never had a one night stand.
Of course.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just saying, most girls aren't
as
like
far as
that.
what? But most girls that are looking for what? If you sleep with a girl on the first night, it's because
You
she's
see
looking
it on
to
the
fuck.
dating apps, dude.
Right.
Most girls are like no hookups, looking for an LTR. Like,
Yeah,
full
but
of
this
shit.
these are bitches that
They're
are
the biggest
38.
whores.
These are bitches that are 38, 35. If you gotta
4
put
kids.
up, if you have to post on Tinder, Bumble, or anything else, no hookups before you even meet a nigga, you're a hoe.
I'm swiping.
You've already
fucking
been giving the
left,
pussy
dude.
up.
I'm
What the
swiping
fuck are you
left, dude.
talking
I don't
about?
even need to deal
You've
with
had
any
so
of
many.
that.
Hold on,
Swiping
hold on.
left.
But
See
you
how I
too
am.
many
you-
expectations is just swipe left.
I'm
But
good.
the thing is you've had so many failed relationships that at a point you have to broadcast that you don't want dick.
Right. But then it's like, what
But
are
why
you doing here?
But hold on.
Right?
But then the picture on your profile will be a picture of your kids. Who gives a fuck? You talking about you don't want to fuck somebody, but yet you got 3 kids.
Right. You fucking.
You fuck somebody.
Right. So now you're
But
waiting
now all
for
of a
somebody
sudden,
special.
all of a sudden you gotta be keeping the
you gotta
pussy
be
on
wined
ice.
and dined. Like, yo, get the fuck
Now I
outta
gotta
here.
take you to fucking Del Frisco's
It's
in order to
just
get some pussy.
fucking. It's just fucking. Like, we're adults.
Like-
it's just fucking.
And the crazy thing is like on these dating apps, what really blows my mind is that you post that you got kids, okay, cool. You post that you don't want no hookups, cool. You post that you want a long-term relationship,
Cool.
but then you get a guy that's willing
to deal with all that shit.
to deal with all that
and
shit.
then you're like, fuck that motherfucker.
and then you like, this nigga's, he's the bitch.
He's not
that,
sucker
and the third, and
ass
everything.
punk bitch.
He's not
Yeah,
one
oh,
bitch.
probably gay.
And then, she's right back with a nigga that's busting her ass or something. It's just, it don't make no sense to me.
That doesn't make
Some
sense.
girls like black eyes.
Black eyes?
Black guys or black
I
outfits?
wasn't
Black
sure what you
eye-
said for a
black
second.
eyes.
Like,
I was gonna
eyes?
say, I don't know.
Bruised
I don't
eyes,
know
black
about that.
eye.
But it just confuses me and shit. And I'm just like, yo, these dating apps or whatever, like these chicks really be feeling themselves.
It's
to
like,
a
just
point.
be honest.
Yeah, it's like, dog. Like,
It's
just
like-
say, just say, this is it. This is what your profile should read. Look, I've been giving my pussy away a little bit too much.
Right.
I fucked up. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things.
Like, I'll fuck you, but you
I
gotta...
just need a nigga that's got
You know
all
what I
his
mean?
teeth and a job.
And can lay some pipe.
Nah, fuck all that shit.
Nah, but see,
That's out the window.
I don't
you
even
don't
want to meet those requirements.
Nah,
Yeah,
because
it's not
that's
even
got...
a-
Those
because
are all
too much.
Those
superficial.
requirements,
It's
those
too much
requirements-
pressure.
No,
When you
those
get there, too
requirements
much
are set for a
pressure.
bitch. Those requirements are for a bitch that don't have kids. Now you got kids or whatever, you gonna get some mediocre. I don't have to shine for your pussy.
Yeah, but I don't think
Your
that
pussy
should...
is already used.
Right.
I don't need to shine for your pussy. So if I'm going to break out and be a star, it's gonna be with a bitch that ain't got no fucking kids.
Yeah, but
You got kids.
isn't it funny?
I have a
You got a
son.
kid. You
Yes,
got
I
a
have a
kid.
son. I have a son. You are absolutely
We're
right.
old.
Yeah,
but
but-
guess what? The thing is with men can still go out and fuck and deal with different women or whatever the case may be. When you're a woman, it's a little bit different because 9 times out of 10,
You got the kid at home.
That woman has the kid at home.
Yeah.
Right? You've already had a fucked up relationship. You was already fucking. But now you want a nigga or whatever. You want a nigga that's gonna take care of you and do all this other. So you want a nigga to be a stepdaddy,
All without
take-
getting the pussy.
take care of you,
And a babysitter.
and all this other shit. And
Hey,
want,
you watch him like go and get fucked by a real man?
and you want this nigga. And you
Sounds
want
like
this
somebody
nigga
we
to
know.
Oh my god.
That's in-house, baby.
This shit behooves me.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
know
it's
what's
not-
even fun? You know what's funny though? Is like I'm sure we've all done this, dude. Like trying to shine to get the pussy.
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
simp shit. That's just the culture of us as men or whatever. Like I said, most men or whatever were raised in single parent households, and that single parent household was a woman. You feel what I'm saying? So that woman is telling you, respect women, honor women, open the door, this, that, and the third, and everything else. And it's like we've been programmed to just lie to these bitches and not tell them the truth.
I mean,
Women for sure will tell a nigga the truth in a heartbeat.
I don't know, man.
not?
Not if it's fucking their shit up.
If you trying to talk to a chick or whatever, like tell me this is.
I'm talking like in a relationship.
In a relationship is different, but when you're trying to
Both
approach
sides
a
could be a
woman,
little squirrely.
yeah, but when you're trying to approach a woman, you're trying to talk to a woman. Most women feel like they're better than the nigga that they feel like they better than that dude. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, yo, shorty, like at the end of the day,
But that's good though, I think in a way, because I feel like if I'm hitting on a chick, I want her to be better than me. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Not better than, but I want to feel like I'm.
No, but you got to
I'm
think about it though.
moving
Like you got to think about it like a hot chick in society, right?
Like I don't want.
She has to walk around and be everywhere with most every guy wants to stick their cock in them.
Yes.
You know, in every fucking hole.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So I mean, imagine walking around like that. It's just like
So that
everybody,
means-
everybody who came in contact pretty much wants to fuck you, Kenny.
So that doesn't.
Right.
So that means you don't.
You would have an ego.
I see what you're saying.
You would have.
But
you
how
know?
about if you're just fucking delusional?
Yeah, but guess
Oh,
who
yeah,
creates?
which
Guess
most
who creates?
women are.
But guess who creates
it's like, yeah,
that?
you're hot, but I can't fuck you because you're fucking retarded.
Yeah, but guess who creates that? Desperate ass men.
Men, yes.
Men are the
Yes.
ones that create that culture. They create that bullshit
Facts.
with these women to have them feeling like, oh, that nigga ain't shit. I could do everything on my. You know
Go
what I'm saying?
do it,
Because-
bitch. Go do it. If take care of it. If you can take care of your shit on your own, but then don't call me like you're fucking living home. No fucking. You know what I mean? Can you pick me up? Oh, why you can't meet me there? You don't have a car.
And even, let's
you know what I'm saying? Fuck outta
let's
here.
take that out the equation. Let's say a bitch does have her shit together. She does have a job. She got a car and all this other shit. But her expectations of what she wants is so high that it don't even make fucking sense.
Yeah, but it's like, what do you want? It's like at the fucking primal level, I just want to fuck. The prime, right? Like we should just be trying to fuck. Now, after the fact, can I fucking hang out with you and fuck some more?
Like, look, your pussy's
We'll
already
take it
used.
from there. You know what I mean?
I'm cool with that. I don't mind a used car. As long as the mileage is decent and I can get to where I need to go.
I mean, it's
I'm
just,
cool with
Yeah,
that.
40 years
I
old,
don't
you're
need
not
a-
in your prime.
I'm not.
Right,
I don't need. You know what I'm saying? It's like let's just be realistic.
You're like a
with shit.
1988 Buick Skylark right now.
Yeah, but it's comfortable and it's you know what I mean?
The
It's
seats are
broken
worn-
in.
the seats
you
are
know,
worn
you
in.
sit there and you're like, yo, it just fits. You know?
You got duct tape on one of the seats.
I mean, now let's not get it. Let's not get it twisted. Like when you get it with an older woman or whatever. Like you like the experience that an older woman might have. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't really for the games.
I
and
like
shit
older
like
women
that.
because they will fuck you.
Well, they know what they want.
Yeah,
And they're from
exactly.
they're from a
They
different era.
be like, hey, motherfucker, grab this clit.
like not grabbing it right. You're like, I'll show
but
you.
It's still
Show me,
it's
show.
still something that was created by men.
By
We create
God.
that culture. We create that culture for the bullshit. And the thing is we gotta stop. Just don't accept the bullshit as men or whatever.
As
period.
men and women, I think you should just, you know.
Just get straight to the point.
Well, just be
Fuck.
real. Just be real.
Fuck, will you stop playing games?
Nah, just be real with yourself. Look, I'm not built for a relationship right now.
That's when the
Like,
ego
you know what I'm
gets
saying?
involved.
I live with family. You feel what I'm saying? I work. I make decent money, but
Yeah.
I'm off on and shit. So you just have to be real with yourself. I'm a comedian. I work a hard labor job. I'm
packing
in school.
ham.
I'm in school. I got a kid I got to take care of.
Right.
Like I got a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the realistic part of me is like, nigga, do you really need to date right now?
Yeah, but it's like,
You don't
You know
need
what I'm
to,
saying?
but dating, if you're gonna date over 35, if you're 35 and up, or if you're even, let's say you're 30 and up, if you're dating is for a purpose. It's not just for, you know what I'm saying, for some pussy.
well, like at first, all right, so like, you know.
Because if you're gonna date, this is my thing.
been
If you're
seeing-
gonna date, just date for marriage, date to find a partner. But if you're just gonna fuck around, just fuck around and be single.
Yeah, but most women are just dating for somebody to listen to them.
And as you can see, the success rate is not that high.
It's like,
And it's not even a woman. I don't think a woman just wants you to listen to them. I think a nigga, they just want a good pretender.
a good pretender? What do you mean?
A
Like they
nigga that's
pretend to
that's
listen?
gonna, a nigga that's gonna
pretend
be
to
like
listen?
this. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Isn't that
right.
what we do anyways? Just
Not for real.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like,
See, if you gotta, I'm not
Yo,
gonna lie.
it's
Some of my
fucked
best
up.
relationships have been where I'm like, look, yeah, right.
tell me more.
Keep talking to me, baby. Let me know what's really going on, because I'm just gonna play with the pussy.
I've been seeing the same chick since like fucking too long now, right? But it's like
Yeah,
not
but
too
the
long.
difference
But it's
is-
like it's like there's been no fights, there's been no drama.
And why do you think that is?
Because we're older, maybe. Like she's younger than me, but we're like.
Do you guys say you guys in a relationship?
I mean, we don't say it. Like it's not like Facebook official, but I would feel.
I guarantee.
I would feel I wouldn't fuck around just because I don't want to fuck it up.
The
Do you know what I'm
key-
saying? So
the
it's
key
like,
is-
what's
love.
the difference?
Well, the key. Tell me if I'm lying, but for me, from the outside looking in, right? You meet a girl, she's cool, everything's going good, but there's something there that people don't realize is that there's no title over what you guys have.
And I feel like that's a good thing.
That's the great thing because once the title of a relationship gets put on something,
it goes downhill.
Boom, you automatically think this is my possession. This is my girl. Yeah. She can't do this.
It's like saying I love you, you know? You can't be saying that.
I mean,
D knows nothing about that one.
I'm not gonna lie, I say it all the time.
That's your problem.
Like first date shit. He's like, hey, I love you.
Yeah,
that's why he's got like 5 bitches that want to kill him.
No, I've definitely said I love you, and didn't.
But it's
mean
like it
shit.
shouldn't be a jinx. But it's just like that's like unnecessary. Like she was married. I don't want to get married. I was engaged. I never got married. She's got a kid that's 10. My kid's 10. There's no reason to have more kids.
Marriage is stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
that's 10
like,
years.
But that's like a perfect. See,
it's crazy.
See, but see in the Bible they say you need to be equally yoked when you're with somebody, right? And when you're equally yoked with somebody, it doesn't mean that you have to have money or whatever the case may be. You guys have both been through the bullshit.
Yeah.
You guys have similar situations.
Yeah,
But at the same time, you guys are wise enough to not classify this as a traditional relationship.
Why?
Because and the reason being is because if you add that to it, it adds the energy itself.
It's like we don't
just
need that.
creates a whole different dynamic.
Nothing
It's like being in like middle school and going steady with a girl.
It's just that's why it's been fucking a minute and there's been no drama.
No drama, no
it's
nothing.
Like we don't give a fuck. Like it's like not that we don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? We're with each other all the time.
It's one of those things where you can just be yourself.
Yeah, and she is too, and it's just
cool
like
with
it's just fucking flows.
A lot of times
flows.
people or whatever, when they get with somebody, they put on these airs or whatever. That's why a lot of times when you hear people, they're like, oh, it's the honeymoon stage and shit like that or whatever. But I don't really believe in the honeymoon shit because a motherfucker's going to show you their true colors. And people say like within 6 months. No, in society's times, motherfuckers going to show their true colors within a week.
Right. That's like my sister was breaking my balls. I'm like, she's like, well, you're a little like shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's first date shit. I'm getting that shit out the way because if you can't fuck with me, then we ain't fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And you might hear some shit. I might say some shit out of my mouth, but I want you to expect that.
And I want you to know what the fuck is really going on with me. Because the best relationships that you can have with anybody, whether it's sexual, non-sexual, or friendship, whatever, is just when you're truthful.
Yeah, you don't want to be hiding some fucking shit.
There's no point. It's like, look, this is what it is.
Because some dude's going to try to clown you or something, say some other sideways shit. Like
yeah, but the thing is once you got your shit out there or whatever, you're untouchable at that point.
That's how I feel. Like what? Say something.
Yeah, you can't do no wrong.
You can't. You know
what I mean? There's no point. Like all that fucking lie-y, schemy shit, that's just people being fucking fake. And if you're real off the get-go, that's just like, stop being fake. You know what I mean? It's just like, stop that shit. That shit's
like, bitch,
on both ends. Women do it, men do it. It's just it's gross.
But the way that men do the shit, the way that we do it as men, we just slick, grimy motherfuckers just wanting some pussy or whatever.
It's brutal.
Because I told the girl straight up, like, she was like, yeah, I'm dating this guy, and we've been dating for 6 months, and he hasn't tried to get no pussy, and I'm like, because he's fucking another bitch.
Yeah, it's like, you got him on the back.
He's not focused on your pussy because he got pussy already.
I seen D break down to tears. It was like inside the actor's studio, and I was just like, I was getting all uncomfortable because I was driving. He was in the passenger seat, and then he got off the phone. He was all like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I was just like, "Yo, what's that?"
So what Kenny, hand him a tissue.
So what Kenny's referring to is, so this chick calls me up, right? She calls me up or whatever, and was she mad?
She was mad.
She was mad or something.
She was so kid.
She started spazzing out and shit or whatever.
He cried on command.
And then out of nowhere, like the only way I thought I could like get out of the situation, I just started crying like a bitch. And it was like,
I was ready to present him with a little gold guy and shit.
Nah, baby. I know I'm hurt too because I love you.
He switches the tables.
Yeah. So Kenny,
isn't that called gaslighting?
So as I'm doing this shit, Kenny's like, dude, are you fucking for real? Are you fucking serious right now? And I'm like, baby,
I'm just like talking to myself like, this is too much.
Like, baby, no, listen, we're going to talk when I get home, all right? I love you. And we're going to work this shit out. Okay, I love you, baby. I'm gonna talk to you when I get home, okay? Click. Hey, Kenny, you good? I think Kenny was like, what the fuck was that? Why the fuck? And I'm just like, yo, I don't, whatever.
It's like, that's what she needed to hear.
She needed to hear that shit. She needed to.
And at the time, she didn't need to hear that.
I needed to get this bitch off my back. So, you know what I'm saying? In order to do that, like, I've done some real slimy shit. I'm not saying that that's how I am now, but I've done some slimy shit. Where
was it that slimy? Yeah.
I wasn't that. I mean, I was using the bitch's car and everything. I don't know. Was it? I don't know.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta make it work.
Yeah, you have to make shit work.
But I'm just glad I'm not in a position where
but some
I'm
girls
doing
be
that
real.
shit.
Some girls be real fake too.
Wicked.
Oh my God, like, who you telling?
Wicked fake.
But babe, I thought you were gonna come over and I did everything.
They're all sucking dick. I gotta come home and fucking. You know what I mean?
You ever wake up to a girl? You ever wake up to a girl and she has no makeup on?
Oh my God.
Well,
yo, I'm gonna
keep down her face.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I was fucking with this chick. We met up. We went out to eat. Shit was cool. She came back to the crib. She left before I woke up. When I woke up, I looked over to the left of me or whatever, and I was like, "Yo, where the fuck is Shorty at? She gone. She just disappeared. She's out." So I look around or whatever. I look on my dresser and I see
she left you some money?
I left baby wipes. I seen baby wipes on the dresser, but it looked like somebody wiped their ass.
They were dude wipes.
What?
Yeah, it looked like somebody. No bullshit. It's baby wipes on the fucking dresser. It looks like somebody wiped their ass and just sat the baby wipes on my dresser. And I was like,
oh, but it was makeup?
And I was like, this can't be fucking life right now.
Right?
I said, did this bitch shit on herself? And that's why she
on
left.
The dresser? She was mad at you, but wouldn't you hide it?
I woke up like around 6:30, so she probably left like around 5 or something like that. But I'm like, this shit wipes on my fucking dresser right now. So I go over to the shit and I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is
smell
this?
It? Nah,
I was close. I was like,
of course
this close to smell it. Nah, because I'm looking at the shit and I'm like, yo,
unless you already smelled it from across the room.
I see nothing but brown, like dark browns and shit, and then I see like a little hint of pink. And I was like,
she got a hemorrhoid?
She got a period and got the fuck out of there.
I was like, this bitch is bleeding in the middle of her taking a shit.
Looked at your dick real quick.
Wiped it. So I look or whatever and I realize I'm like, it's makeup. I'm like, what the fuck? So we kick it a little bit more or whatever. And mind you, everything's cool. Next time we ended up kicking it, we're going to go over to her house. I spent the night at her crib. We fucked or whatever that morning. She rolled over to me or whatever, and she was a whole different woman.
She had a cock.
Was her face stuck to her pillow?
Her face was on the fucking dookie rag, laying on the next fucking joint next to it.
She had her wig off.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yo, what's up with the Gorilla Glue chick?
Yo, that's just crazy.
Yo, that's fucking retarded. So she's got like. So
you gotta be a dumb. So
that's the thing. Like, if you put wigs on and shit, you gotta put like a cap on, and they put like some glue to fucking stick the cap down before you put the wig on. Only she ran out of the shit, and she was like, "Yeah, that'll work."
She used Gorilla Glue to get her shit right. But the thing is, I don't understand what in the fuck would even possess you. Like, super glue. She had to
be going like somewhere really
nice.
Getting on your finger is like
you better get some good dick. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, when we were kids,
what does dick have to do with super glue?
Because the fucking bitch had to be like, I'm going out somewhere to fucking meet Drake or something.
When we were kids,
have my wig right, and fucking she just settled for some.
She had a ponytail, Kenny. She didn't have a wig.
What?
She had a ponytail.
I thought that's what the whole thing was in the first place.
You thought that was a hold on, Phil. You mean to tell me you thought Shorty's shit was a wig cap?
No, I thought she put that on to put the cap on her head.
Yo, that was her regular hair.
Just down. Like that.
That was her regular hair.
She did that to put the wig on over
Nigga,
it.
listen to me. Let me explain some black shit to you.
Yes.
If a woman's gonna wear a wig, usually her hair is braided.
And you can't touch it.
Yeah,
it's braided and then a stocking cap goes over it. Then when the stocking cap goes over, they take the little piece, the wig, whatever, but it has like little glue pieces and shit, and you stick it onto the cap.
Yeah.
Or they'll take weave pieces and lace it around the cap, and then you put the cap on, and then boom, you got a wig. In her case, her shit was slicked down.
Yeah, she did fucking.
So girls that had their shit slicked down so hard, but she had a ponytail, so it was slicked down. That's why it was so
shiny,
laid down like that.
Yeah.
So if she had gel or something like that, it would have just been shiny to her head. It looked good, and then she could wash the shit out. And then
how chicks do it on their forehead. You know,
right?
I know what you mean.
The edges and shit.
Yeah.
But in this case, this was not a wig.
So this
cap.
put. I know, but I thought that's what she was trying to achieve.
Nah,
I didn't read this.
the bitch wasn't bald. She actually had hair. And it was
And balls.
I can't.
She don't have hair no more.
Wow.
Why
Nah.
don't they just shave that
they
shit
searched.
off? Why don't they just give her
I don't
a
know what
wiffle?
happened. I don't know the fucking wiffle. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck a wiffle is.
Like a wiffle ball.
A wiffle ball
It's
has a bunch
basically
of
like a
holes in it.
shaved head, but
No,
not
it's
like
just
down to the
just-
bone.
Yeah, just you get the buzzers.
You just
and
get the
fucking-
buzzers.
I mean, like 2 weeks ago it would have been maybe, a week ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kinda, but yours is faded. You know what I mean? A little, and it wouldn't be faded. It would just be
A wiffle.
a wiffle. Like you would go to the barber and be like, "Give me a wiffle," and they give you a wiffle.
I go to the barber.
That's fact, dude.
Hey, barber, give me a wiffle.
And they would know exactly what you meant. Then you go get a
None of
Sparky
these Dominican,
potato head.
none of these Dominican niggas would know.
No, of course they
exactly.
don't. They fucking
Hey,
no.
hey, barber.
A wiffle.
Hey, barber, give me a wiffle.
Wiffle,
What do
hey.
you mean? What do you mean a wiffle? I don't get that.
A whiff what?
You say what? Ya tú sabes. Dímelo, muchacho.
Google wiffle.
Aprendiendo inglés. Tell me what you want again? I need a wiffle. ¿Cómo se dice wiffle?
What they call
In
it? Cue
English.
ball? What do they call it? What would you call it?
A Caesar.
A buzz
A
cut.
Nah, Caesar's like a fade, like a short.
No.
Yeah,
A white,
yeah.
nigga, let's get shit
A Caesar?
clear. A Caesar cut to a black man is the Jay-Z. That's a #1 close with an edge up. That's a Caesar.
Same length all around?
No,
Yeah, same
fade.
length all around.
Just on top.
No fade, no none of that shit.
So same length all, that'd be a wiffle.
Nah, they call it a Caesar. I'm just telling you, like black terms, we call it a Caesar.
Mexicans call it a Caesar.
Like a Caesar would be like faded
Mexicans-
all the way around, short on the top, but like down, like you know. what I
That's
mean?
the Julius Caesar.
just like a fucking.
That's the Julius Caesar. That's
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
but that's white people shit.
It's like a cop
a
haircut
black
fucking,
barber. If you go
know
to a
what I mean?
black barber, you say
That'd
give
be
me
like
a
a crew
Caesar.
cut, no?
Kinda, but the crew
Like
cut
you
put
can't
up.
ever get no Caesar
Why?
because your shit is loose at the top.
Too light. Too
Yeah,
light.
your shit's loose at
Yeah,
the top,
no, I could,
fam.
but it just be like.
Nah, fam. Look, your hairline, your corners.
Yeah, I'm losing it.
My nigga,
losing it, baby.
Yeah, your receivers is going deep.
Yeah, they are. They're like
Word.
getting up there.
Yeah,
True.
your cornerback,
Facts.
you got safeties back there.
Facts.
They pulled your hand. Like, there's a little midget on the corner of your fucking.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do that.
On
I'm
the
gonna
corner
do
of
this,
your
I'm gonna do
forehead.
the Stanhope, dude. I'm just gonna shave like everything else except like the tuft in the middle.
A midget just went on the corner of Kenny's forehead, grabbed his hairline, and started pulling that shit back.
It's facts. Keep
All the way
going.
till they couldn't go, and
going.
then they tripped and fell, and
Getting
that's
old.
where shit landed.
Getting
Now,
old.
where's your shit at?
Oh, my shit's
Sean, shit's gone
All of
already.
this, God damn, pull up to the
See,
scene with my
why
roof gone.
Sean, why do you do that? Do you do that just because it's like this and you don't want to deal with it?
Now, that's a whiffle.
like my fucking head. It's pretty fucking.
I just buzz it. I
You
give it
look like
myself
a cancer
whiffle all the
patient,
time.
nigga.
I
God,
got leukemia.
that shit look like a peach.
Just GoFundMe, donate in the gutter.
Sean and the Giant Peach. Yeah, please donate to In the Gutter for real. Actually, we about to start a Cash App for In the Gutter podcast. If you're listening,
My
you
Cash
wanna
App is Sean Sorrow.
Nigga, that's not what we talking about. We about
No,
to
that's
have
my
a big-
Cash App. Send me money. I have leukemia.
Oh, hey, you gotta take fucking Lee Frodberg's acting class for
I gotta
fraud.
take fucking Propecia.
I should take Propecia too. You're gonna need Blue Chew though to get your dick hard. It
Yeah.
fucking fucks with your hormones.
And some Adderall.
He said Blue Chew was whack.
Yeah, we're never gonna get sponsored. We didn't say it on there though, till now. Oh shit.
That's what he said.
Maybe the Ridge Wallet will sponsor us.
Maybe the Ridge wallet.
Yeah.
I was fuck it. It was something.
Oh,
Whatever.
the dildo wallet. You just shove it in your ass.
Kegel ones, baby. Kegel ones. Hey, remember we were talking about the Kegel
shit.
one? I was trying to get on fucking Clubhouse and talk to fucking Tim Dillon when he was talking about some shit, and I was gonna call it your safe space.
Why was everybody going after Tim Dillon? Like, who the fuck is Tim Dillon? I don't know.
You know who he is.
He's probably like the funniest comedian right now.
He definitely. He's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. He's
Tim
from,
Dillon
he's
is the
from
funniest
Long
comedian
Island,
right now.
or Staten Island, Long Island, I think.
Yeah.
Tim Dillon
Yeah.
is the funniest white comedian, white male comic right now.
Yeah.
Coming up.
White male comic coming up. He's better than Mark Norman.
It's different.
Actually, I think
like
Mark-
Norman's better.
I'll just say,
They're different.
I'll just
They're
say,
too
I'll just say,
different.
okay, he might not be the best, but he's in the top 10. Mark Norman's in there too.
Yeah,
Mark Norman's nasty.
definitely.
I
Because
like
Mark, if you think about it, Mark Norman probably gets like more laughs per minute than any comic out
Yes,
there.
but like if
Yeah,
you
but
see like
sometimes you
Patrice,
don't
that
really-
shit don't matter.
Yeah,
right?
but I mean, even with the
I'm talking about laughs per minute though.
Right. You see Patrice O'Neal, he was like, I don't need to make motherfuckers laugh every 5 fucking
Yeah.
minutes. Fucking, that's what people are talking about, laughs per minute. And Mark Norman is.
Matter of fact,
just
shout out to
rapid fire
we want to
one
shout out
line,
Boston's own comedy legend Patrice O'Neal
Right.
was for the new
Killin'
the new documentary Killing Easy on Comedy Central. Not for nothing, man. Like being a Boston comedian, man, and you know, I'm black. I'm a big dude. Not height wise. Patrice was a 6'6".
You got a gap in your teeth that could fit Patrice O'Neal.
I got a little small something. But I like watching the documentary. I kind of like. I feel when they first started talking about Patrice or whatever, they showed, you know, him living in Roxbury and how Boston is racially and culturally and shit like that. And to be honest with you, here in Boston or whatever, there really isn't any black clubs. There isn't a black comedy club. The only black comedy that we have here in Boston is Slade's, and that's on Wednesdays with Jonathan Gates.
Which is still closed like every other fucking club.
Like everything else in Boston. But you know, the crazy thing is like that's supposed to be the safe space for black comedians here, you know. But the truth is that we have to work every room, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the rooms I work are white rooms or whatever. So when Patrice left,
you should work both rooms.
No, you have to, and because funny is funny.
We should be working black room, urban.
Right, urban rooms, whatever.
Urban. It's like black room to me.
But you should be working everything. And one thing I appreciated about Patrice's documentary was like, look, I realized that, you know, I'm not ever going to be anything here in Boston because Boston is just going to be Boston.
Yeah, it's
and
great.
The truth is that, you know, Boston. You got to be a special motherfucker to be black and come from Boston.
But it's
Sam J, shout out to her.
Yeah, her special.
You don't really even need to be in a city that has industry.
You're
in it,
right,
They got the YouTube, they got
like,
the Instagram,
you really
TikTok.
just need fucking this, dude.
There's
like,
people,
this
there's
like
fucking
all
people
you
with
need.
like fucking millions of subscribers on TikTok and they're headlining comedy clubs.
You got people getting Netflix specials
no
that
jokes.
are fucking YouTube celebrities.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not like they're fucking coming up in the fucking ranks.
Hey, maybe it's the new era in comedy.
Dude,
But
it's
not based off of traditional stand-up.
Yeah, it's
right.
not.
It's not. But it's like coming up in the ranks isn't easy because it's like you can be funny, but you could just get passed over because the fucking booker don't like you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's like the booker's gonna have to like you if you're that funny.
You have to travel.
Yeah, but
You can't just stay in the same city. Once you
Well,
start,
the way
there's
shit
like
is
3
now,
or 4 major cities to move in.
the way shit is now with COVID or whatever, you could be attacking you could do mics or whatever the case may be just to get your name out there.
They ain't even need fucking
just
mics
Zoom
in
it.
fucking Boston right now.
No, I'm talking about online.
People are doing comedy shows,
but it's
Zooming.
not the
So
same.
it's not the
It
no.
helps.
You're
It
absolutely right.
helps.
You're absolutely right.
I think it helps.
A Zoom comedy show is not the same as regular
Fucking,
stand-up. But the thing is that you network with other people.
Yes.
And, you know,
And you could do a Zoom comedy show on the other side of the country,
I'm doing the whole fucking
in
world.
a different country.
Right.
It's the fucking World Wide Web.
So I guess it's okay. I guess, but I
I'm
actually
taking it easy.
I
She
never
just
done
had
it.
Stav on from fucking Cumtown and shit, dude. And there was somebody else on that fucking bill too. But it was just like, you know, that's great. You know what I mean? It's just like to get that network of fucking comic, like anybody. You know, what I'm saying? I just can't. It's not that I can't. It's just it's so fucking brutal to not have that same feeling, that live feel. Because like, yeah, it's live, but I'm looking at my fucking
because it's a
computer
high
screen.
when you're up there. It's a high, and you say something and you tell a joke and you get to laugh.
Yeah, it's like I'm in my room
it's like a high.
without anybody except me staring at my phone on my computer.
Which makes it addictive. Makes it what is addictive about it.
Yeah, but that's why I need that live. Anything might happen. The waitress might drop a glass.
It's the rush.
Yeah, it's the rush. Yeah.
It's like coming in your pants on the train.
Like it's just that Zoom is like just too fucking dull. It's dull. But it's good in a way because if you do that and you keep that up, then you're still being talked about and you're making connections and you're networking and you're still part of the game.
Yeah, hopefully when things get back to normal, you know some of these people you keep lasting relationships with.
Yes.
Good. Well, on the last note to close out this episode 45, we want to welcome home Sean's homeboy. Sean's homeboy is home.
Smurda.
Oh, Bobby Smurda.
Bobby Smurda has just been released. And, you know, I wanted to just let Sean know that we care and we appreciate all of it. So I want Sean to go ahead and bust it down real quick. On that Smurda shit, you know what I'm saying? We don't want no copyright, but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, hit it for the one time. Yeah, talk that shit. Oh, yeah.
Like I talk to shit, when I shot pussies. Then he drop pussy, and we keep the 9 millies on my block.
Pussies.
He's got that hot pussy. And Sarah's out there, got that hot pussy. With that hot pussy.
All right, that's enough. We don't want no copyright strikes. But anyway, this has been In the Gutter Motherfucking Podcast episode 45. We'll see y'all next week. Make sure you check out www.inthegutterpodcast.com for all your podcast news and also for merch. And also make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.
Share this bitch.
Yeah,
thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. We out this
Hell yeah,
bitch.
baby.
Living in the gutter, spitting in the gutter. If you're looking for me, I'll tell you where